Hello, good morning. It's morning time here in Florida, and I am about to make you some breakfast. So, if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. This morning, I am making breakfast. Gregory told me he wanted me to give him some breakfast ideas, so I'm trying to give you some ideas. I have a whole variety of things right here in front of me. Let me show you what I have. But before I show you, I must tell you, I am making something that was made in Barbados years ago. I'm making some old-fashioned muffins. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the old-fashioned muffins. Well, today we will be making some with our breakfast. So let me show you here what I'm going to be making. Over here, I have some sausages and I have some turkey bacon. This I will be doing this morning. I have here some plantains. Now, look over here. I found these in the supermarket, guys, a couple months ago, and I was so excited. These is fried plantains. So I don't have to go buy the plantains and peel it anymore. I just take these out. They're already fried. They're lightly fried and they're frozen. So all you have to do is take them out, put them in a pan with some oil, fry them, and voila, saves a lot of time. I have some eggs. I'll be making some eggs over here. And of course, I will be making my old-fashioned muffins. So let's get started on the muffins. This is the first thing I'm going to do. So in my muffins, I'm going to be putting, this is 3/4 cups of sugar. So I'm going to put that in there. I have here a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put that in there. Over here, this is 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. And this is all of my ingredients that I'm going to put in here except for the baking powder. But guys, you don't have to put in what I put in. You can put cinnamon in here. If you like cinnamon, you can put cinnamon in there. Okay, you can change it up a little bit. I'm just showing you how I like my old-fashioned Bajan muffins. Okay, I have here some water that I will be adding to my muffins, and I also have some essence. I'm going to add some vanilla essence. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of this essence, and I'm going to add the essence here to the water. 1 teaspoon of essence. Put that away. And I will be adding here 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. So 1 tablespoon here. Now I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder in there. So now we have 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. I think that's good. Let me put this away. Now I'm going to mix this all up together. We're making old-fashioned muffins, guys. You know, years ago, those old people in Barbados was very resourceful, I'm telling you. Years ago in Barbados, you make muffins, you have these for breakfast. You're not having no sausage and bacon and eggs and plantain and all that stuff with your breakfast. You're going to have some muffins, a cup of tea, and you're going to go and play, and you're good till lunchtime. When when lunchtime come around and you go in your house tired and hungry and want something to eat, there's not a lot of stuff. There may be some of these here left over. You're going to have these with a cup of lemonade, and that's going to be your lunch. That's what you did years ago. That's what I'm telling you. God took care of us, and those old people were resourceful. They knew exactly what to do. Okay, so I'm going to put my water in here. Those old people know how to take some flour and get your belly full. You come in from playing, you're going to eat those muffins, drink a glass of lemonade or a glass of Marby, and if there's no lime or there's no Marby, drink a glass of sweet water, and you're going on back outside and play till dinner time. Then at dinner you get some rice or breadfruit or something. I don't know. But those were the days, guys. You don't have to do that now, but those were the days. Times have changed, huh? I tell my daughter these stories and they just look at me. Actually, my daughter said to me, Mommy, I wish I had grown up in Barbados because you guys had a lot of fun. That's what my daughters would say to me. You guys had a lot of fun, because my husband and I would tell them about stories of things that we did in Barbados. And they were like, I wish I grew up in Barbados. Because the kids said, you know, with electronics and stuff, they didn't have as much fun as we did, making kites and running around pitching marbles and all that stuff. My husband don't remember these muffins. And I'm sure his mother made these muffins. But I tell him, look, the girls was in the house. He had 3 sisters. The girls were in the house cooking and making muffins and stuff. He was outside pitching marbles and playing. By the time he come home, he just got a belly full and he run back outside and play. He had no idea what he was eating. But we ate muffins. So let me show you. Let me stop talking and get this stuff together for you. Now you're going to take your fingers, your hand, and you can put it in here. And you're going to do up your muffins. You need your muffins to be stiff because you're going to roll them out. Know how you roll out a dumpling? Because basically these are all the same. This is how you make your dumplings or your bakes, right? But you'll make it, you know, the texture, of course, to be a little bit different. But this is it, guys. We're making some old-fashioned muffins. And those old people were swift. They worked fast. Especially got little children, a whole bunch of kids, and people had to cook. They had a whole bunch of kids, and it had some of them husbands that used to want to come home. When they get home, the food used to be on. They want the food on the table, and if the food is not on the table, they want to make fight and all that stuff. Good thing we ain't living in those days anymore. All right, so my muffin, guys, is all rolled out here, and this is good. This is what you want your muffins to look like. And then I'm going to pinch this off and I will roll these out to fry them. But before I get started on this, I'm going to put this here, let that sit for a few minutes. Let it just sit there for a few minutes. And I'm going to put my sausage on so that everything will be done around the same time. So I'm going to put these on to fry for a minute. Guys, I have my plantain here. I just turned the plantain. The plantain is here frying. That's my plantain. Over here, I have my turkey bacon and my sausage frying right here. Eggs I'm going to do last because the eggs get cold quickly. So we don't want to do the eggs will be the last thing that I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave the sausage here for a few minutes. And over here, I have my oil heating up. It's not hot yet. You want to make sure your oil is nice and hot before you put your muffin in there. So let me finish up the muffins. So now with clean hands, I'm going to go in and I'm going to take my muffin. You see how your muffin is nice and stiff like this? And I'm going to take my muffins, and you can make these as small as you want or as big as you want. Okay, guys? You make your muffin as big as you want or as small as you want. So, and you just flatten it out like that. I'm just going to rest it there for a few minutes till my oil is warmed up. These are the old-fashioned muffins that your mother tell you to come inside and get something to eat. And you run and you're going in and you get some bakes. And you eat these and you run back outside and play. Come in the afternoon, they ain't got nothing to eat, and there's some more of these left over. And you know what? We used to eat it and we didn't used to complain. Guys, so this is what is gonna go into our pans, our Bajan muffin. So let me check my oil to see if my oil is hot enough. All right, let's go ahead and drop our muffins in. Okay. So I will let these stay here for a few minutes and then turn them. Now normally if you're making these and you have a lot of oil, you can just drop them in the oil and then they'll rise back up to the top. This is not that much oil. I don't really want to use a lot of oil. You're going to turn them so they can cook on both sides. One of these things is this flour, this will fill your stomach, I'm telling you. The muffins are just about done, and the sausage is finished, the bacon is finished. So I'm gonna start on the eggs because the eggs is what I make last. So let's go ahead and crack our eggs. I'm using here, these eggs are just gonna be for my husband and I, so I'm using 5 eggs. Making breakfast for 3 people this morning, guys. So that's why you see me with all that bacon and sausage. It's like 2 per person. But I have in here 5 eggs. But let me tell you my husband's little trick. My husband makes his breakfast, right? And he adds these little things in his eggs. And he thinks it's a secret that nobody knows what he put in his eggs. But I know what he put in his eggs. His eggs are pretty good. But he thinks it's a secret. He's adding all these little things to it. So let me show you what he added to his eggs. He added a little bit of all-purpose seasoning. I'm gonna add a little bit of that. He adds mustard. Add a little drop of that. And he adds ketchup. It's not a secret, guys. It's not a secret. And he adds ketchup. And this is what he thinks is his special breakfast that he makes. So he said, what did you put in your eggs? Your egg tastes pretty good. It's like, it's a secret. And I'm in the kitchen with him, so I see his secrets. It's not a secret. But I can't let him know it's not a secret. Because I wanted to continue to make breakfast. Make him think his breakfast tastes also wonderful. I have some onions in my pan. Come over to my pan so we can make our eggs. Over here, I have a little bit of onion sauteing here in the pan. And I'm just going to add my eggs to that. And that's it, guys. That's it. Nothing to it. I'm making scrambled eggs this morning. Okay. So my sausage is finished. My plantain is finished. And let me check my last 2. Oops, I think I left it too long. It started to burn to the bottom. They're done. Yep. It's out of here. It's done. And that's it, guys. That's your Bajan muffins. Okay, let me finish up my eggs and then I would set my table for breakfast. Okay, guys. Breakfast is all ready. Look over here. We have a little bit of everything here and we have our muffins. I am going to try the muffins for you. This is the best part, our eggs and everything. Now the main thing is our muffins. I wanted to make these muffins so that you can see how these muffins are made. These are the old-fashioned muffins in Barbados. I don't know if people still make them anymore, but this is how they make them years ago. Okay, so let me try it and see how it tastes. Actually, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's crunchy on the outside. And you have that nice soft dough on the inside. I put 3/4 cup of sugar. For some people that might be too much. Or for some people you might need more. It's up to you. It's your preference. But that's good. And here I have my coffee. You need a cup of coffee in the morning. And I have my husband's eggs that he thinks he's making is a secret every morning. But he does a good job with his eggs. They taste pretty good. The onions and stuff in there, it tastes pretty good. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you go make a nice healthy breakfast. This breakfast is a lot of fried stuff, so this is not the healthiest breakfast, but this is not something that I eat every day. I may make something like this on weekends because during the week you're going to work. You don't have time to make a big breakfast. I usually have oatmeal or have cereal or something late in the morning. But I'm so glad you were able to join me, and I hope that you can make a nice healthy breakfast for your family this morning and make yourself some old-fashioned bakes, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share the channel. Give it a thumbs up if you like what you see, and don't forget to hit that bell, because every time I upload a video, you will be the first to see it. I'm so glad you were able to join me. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, bye-bye.